Excuse me. Hello, testing, testing. It's been a while. Hopefully, I think the microphone's picking me up. What's going on, everybody? Gilly here from the Egg Review. Good to see you all. It's been quite the hiatus. Missed everybody. Happy 2025, even though we're in February. When did that happen? Now, Scream 3. Scream 3, Scream 3. Looking it up again on IMDb, this is the only Scream movie that is below a 6. Most of them are about, let's see here, about I think Scream was like 7.1. Scream 2 was like a 6.4, stuff like that. Scream 3, unsurprisingly, I guess to most people, is like at a 5.7, which is, yeah, the lowest of the Scream franchise. And before, I used to really not like this movie. Now I do enjoy this movie. However, I can see the numerous holes where people get upset with it. Like, it is very much the comedic out of the three. It's more lighthearted and not as violent and gory. And there's a reason for that. It was because at that time the Columbine shootings happened. It was really, really sad at that time to see, wow, this is the first time we're really encountering this. Oh my goodness. So the media blamed everything. It's Marilyn Manson, video games, The Matrix, and horror movies. So Scream 3 originally had a different script that got just scrapped completely. It involved kind of Stu orchestrating attacks on high school students, and they didn't want that. This movie almost had like no blood in it. The studio didn't like want too much violence in it, and Wes Craven was about to walk out because they were like, "Hey, we're not going to have any blood," and he's like, "That's ridiculous." So a lot was done to this movie, so you can see why it was ripped apart. Not my favorite of the franchise. I can see why some, like, again, don't like it. I don't like how they say Roman was the mastermind. That is bull shizzle. That is I can't believe I just said that stupid word, but it's bullshit. I can't believe that they say Roman was the mastermind. I still don't like that because on the commentary for the DVDs, Roman had a partner, and it was in Angelina. She was the other killer. And so there's just a huge, it's like, the rewatch value isn't very high because of that factor. I mean, it's just glaring, but at the same time, I love this movie. I forgive it. And what do you all think? How does this go in your rankings? In my ranking video coming up, it's not going to be in the top 3. However, I give the movie more grace now. I do enjoy this movie. And I guess without further ado, let's start this bad boy. Okay, Scream 3, ladies and gentlemen. Brought to you by Dimension Films. We start off with Cotton Weary. Welcome back, dog. You had a nice redemption arc in part 2, and part 3. Well, you're a little. No, I mean, well, I guess it's kind of the norm around there. He's hitting on whoever's just calling him right now with that sexy voice. But he's a naughty boy because he's got a girlfriend. Come on, dog. However, we're gonna see pretty soon that Roger Jackson's gonna take over. But it's here that we start to hear that, where do we get this voice box? Like, I'm going to address this right now. That's one of the big things that we all complain about is technology that still does not exist. This is ridiculous. I mean, granted, no one ever getting really messed up wearing the Ghostface outfit. I mean, they're getting hammered on, not a bruise. So, I mean, you got to take it with a little bit of salt. I understand. But to have technology like this where, excuse me, you can blatantly do voices of other people, that's wild. But this movie was just, wow. I feel bad for it. I really do, because this guy who was Aaron Kruger signed on to do the movie, to write the script out, because he wanted a chance to work with Wes Craven. However, Mr. Kruger here was not familiar with the other 2 movies. Hence, the characterization, like, the characters are not well written. Wes had to come in a lot to rewrite it. Even Carrie Fisher later on had to redo her lines. Yeah, it is pretty nuts, Nicole. Hi, Aunt Carol. Where was I going with that? Oh my God, I lost that train of thought. But oh no, I gotta go back. I can't remember what I just said. Damn, my memory. But here we go with Cotton now. He was excited to come back, and it was his idea to be killed off at the beginning. Now, he insisted on taking his jacket off because motherfucker been working out and he was yoked, so he wanted to show off the guns, dog. And he does. He looks good. And that's the closest that we got to nudity in a Scream movie. We see his girlfriend with the lovely voice as they're about to bump some Creed, man, some dad rock. That hurts to say because I was like in high school when Creed came out. Oh my God, I was in high school when this came out. But back to the writing, that's what I was saying. So the writer, he didn't stand a chance. Eventually he got fired and somebody else came in and did rewrites as well. They weren't credited, but she did rewrites as well. It was just a complete mess. Most of the ideas that Kevin Williamson kind of put into the treatment for this got discarded, and he later used that for The Following, which I never saw, but I heard that was a badass show on Fox with La Bacon, Kevin Bacon. That's pretty cool. Back when we still had landlines, we saw her getting out of the apartment and it's cut. Nowadays, it's cell phones everywhere, but you gotta, view it through the lens of the time. You can't watch it through today's lens. That's ridiculous. So back then we still had, physical landlines. And seeing that cut, it's like, it's like the equivalent of just someone taking your Wi-Fi and your router completely out. Excuse me. So again, how do we feel about Scream 3? I think Nicole loves it. I think my Aunt Carol loves it. I mean, I do. I love this movie for different reasons. It's definitely more comedic of the three. It didn't really have a choice. Like, it's awful. And such a high pace. I know you hate it. I know. This opening is very high pace, and I didn't like it. Oh, here we go with Creed coming on right now. What if? But this, again, it's just ridiculous. The voice switcher. It's just very infuriating. I always hated this hallway scene, always, because she's walking around with her wet feet after the shower, and I just have such a fear of like falling and breaking like my coccyx, like your tailbone. I just wanted to say that word, or like breaking my toes. And so seeing people with wet ass feet running around that smooth ass hardwood. I was watching The Substance and I forgot how much I hate porcelain, and that's all that movie was surrounded by. Miss Athena, hello, good evening. And Carol, oh my goodness. So Parker Posey, I loved her. I mean, I loved her in Dazed and Confused. She was amazing. Like, she's such a P word in there. And hey, Dominic, how's it going? I see. I'm with you. I love Parker Posey in this. I thought she was phenomenal. Like, her facial expressions the whole time. Like, there's a part where like her and Gail get into it, and like Gail shoves her aside, and she's just like, "Don't tell me what to do." And it's just her sass is so funny. But here we go again. We have the killer, which the soul killer still annoys the hell out of me. I don't like it. But enough of that for now. This is pretty scary because like talking about game to the next level, I was like, do they do this often? What kind of freaky deaky ass shit are they into? Like, seriously. But then she's like, what are you talking about? Oh, okay, this is just a killer being nuts. I for real thought like Cotton had a ghost face kink, which is, I mean, that's like a weird trauma thing, I guess. Empowering on some sort of level. I think it would be too soon for that kind of kink. And what a nice ass place like LA, huh? Like whatever apartment this is that they have, damn, that's nice. Perfect for like a horror movie right now. I like the little halfway stairs up there. Very elegant cotton. And I like Liev Schreiber a lot. Like the fact that in Scream 2, he had his puppy on set and was so excited when his puppy hit the marker, so cool. But there's 100% cotton, and I'm not sure, have anybody seen the alternative opening to this where like he almost got out of the skylight and then like got dragged back down, and whatever, say la vie. Still a nice Scream opening. It's not my top two, but not my bottom two, I guess. That's dumb. That's how you say it, Miss Dominique. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Dominique. Yeah, I guess that's a good way of putting it. I don't know that architecture. Spanish revival, huh? Very bougie. Probably something like Scottsdale esque because I'm from AZ, baby. In Scottsdale, well, that's where all the rich people are. In LA, yeah, I'm sure that's nice salary that he's getting and that 900 number on the side that he was working on desperately in Scream 2. Does anybody remember 900 numbers? I heard about those like in like late night TVs. I never called that shit, but I heard about them. So that notion of Scream 2, and he's like a little 900 number. I'm working on the side. That's awesome. So poor Christine, she's hiding. Uh oh. Oh right, we get. I mean, this is a crazy scenario too because, yeah, she's not going to trust him. She heard the voice threatening her. Yeah, beat his ass. There we go. Yeah, get the. I mean, yeah, man, beat the shit out of him. Oh my god, dude, the Creed. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh my god, my dad loved him so much. I love that first album, and then that second album, yeah, was just fire. I think like my sophomore year, I'm gonna overshare a little bit, or maybe it was my junior year. My junior year, I had like a slow dance with like "To Arms Wide Open." I still cried on it. Oh, Gilbert, let go. Anyway, so Christine just gets knifed in the back. God damn. Ooh, and seriously, that's great writing right there because yeah, there's no trust. She's like, back up, and you think I'm gonna fall for that, Gilbert? Seriously, look behind you. I ain't trusting you. And yeah, I guess she paid the price for it. Not her fault though. Excuse me. Yeah, taking him out right there and then revealing that. Oh, yeah, he's got the updated voice changer upper thinger screen. I love it. But yeah, that voice thing, that modulator, it's just so annoying. Yeah, I'm trying to get over it. And look at Sydney. So Sydney, it's crazy. I mean, like I think in her contract was only obligated to be on set like 20 days or something. So you don't see a lot of interaction with her and other characters, and it's kind of a bummer because I mean, yeah, it's Sydney F. and Prescott, dog. I like this little, this hermit living style because you're traumatized, man. You're in high school and your boo is a total psycho after your mom's been murdered. Then you go to college, then like Michael Scott said in The Office, you think things are all right, and boom, killer's there again. Oh, I like this part when she enters her home and you see the fall of Troy from Windsor College. I love little Easter eggs like that. That's so cool. But yeah, this poor thing's been through it all. And she's just, but still a fighter. I think that's we all love, Sydney Prescott. My friends, who's your favorite final girl? I really adore Sydney. I mean, she's top three. I still say my girl Nancy from A Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh my god. They're all gorgeous, my little dangerous femme fatales, but Nancy just that 80s style beauty. I love her. But Sydney's just such a fighter, dude. Gotta love her. And she just, went from poor young teenager. Not even that. Like as soon as the fire started happening, she reacted. And now, yeah, she needs to get away from everybody. And she's still trying to help, that beautiful empath. She's still trying to do work to help other people. And then there's Courtney Cox. I mean, like, I don't know what's up with Arizona barbers and messing up my head. I don't have the best haircut right now. That's why I'm funny. Because oftentimes they mess up my weird head anyways. But Courtney Cox, god damn. Yes, she is. Yes, Nicole. Very much so. Wonderful. And she was in Scream 6, Samara Weaving. Yes, Samara Weaving and Ready or Not. Now, this part in Scream 3, we are at the 11-minute, almost 12-minute mark. Very reminiscent of the movie Copycat. Has anyone seen Copycat? I need to do a review and a live watching of that one. Copycat is so fantastic. And this right here, I mean, she's even wearing a red dress too. It's where Sigourney Weaver speaking at the beginning to an audience about serial killers, and she's wearing a red dress like that. And damn, dude, those bangs. Does anyone know why she had bangs like that? No, it wasn't really her decision. Um, oh hey, there's McDreamy. What's up, dog? Ah, Patrick Dempsey, McDreamy. Harry Connick Jr., yes. Oh, Athena. This is why, Athena, we get along so well. Yes, Copycat is outstanding. I've got it over there somewhere in my wall. Huh, there it is. Yes. Oh, love this movie. Need to do a review on this one very soon. But yeah, Harry Connick, fantastic in it. He gave me nightmares. Courtney Cox, though, we all know the infamous hair. She that was actually David Arquette's idea. Did anyone know that? David Arquette accidentally set her up. Like they're married. I'd hope their relationship's in a good place because otherwise, why would you do that to your wife like that? And the thing is, it wasn't even her real hair, it was like a wig. So the stuff like her like the bangs were like messed up and she just had to be stuck with it the whole time. Yeah, Athena, I gotta get back on it. 2025, I got to get off my tail and start working more on the reviews. And Copycat is definitely up there because I love that movie. Really did give me nightmares. Now we are at the Sunrise Studios. They're about to be 14 minutes in, and it's crazy to see the times. Like this is wow, 25 years, 25 years. Oh my god! But well, I hate saying that 25 years. So let's get to this movie though. It's being made by somebody named Harvey, I think, and we all know the hashtag Me Too movement and everything dark happening with Harvey Weinstein. And just wow, he was a producer at this time, and I can't believe he allowed this to come out because this was essentially dude like Harvey is not a chill guy at all. Like, that's how these guys got those roles, and it's disturbing. It's definitely changed my perspective on like actors and actresses, like especially seeing them like hugging up on him. It's like whoa. And so it's crazy that this movie shows it. Detective Wallace is the best. He was making a movie called Stabbed. He was stabbed. That dude's amazing. But did you know he was almost considered to be one of the killers? Yeah, Nicole, sadly, they all are. It's very disheartening. And there's Jenny McCarthy. She was very famous in the 90s. Interesting gal. And I love this cast right here. Like, everyone resembling the characters, especially Black Randy. That's hilarious. I love that dude and actor. Can't remember his name. I think he was in Not Another Teen Movie. Great actor, though. That dude is funny. What other horror movie was he in recently that I've seen him in? I'm not going to IMDb. I'm not going to cheat right now. Gotta love cannabis infused seltzer. Gotta love it. Cheers, everyone. Oh my god, that seltzer tastes nasty. Pepsi. Now, excuse me. Angelina was supposed to be the killer. Everyone stopped saying that he was just the sole killer. In the DVD commentary from Mr. Wes Craven, rest in power, King, they said it, and she was even confused because she thought she was the killer the way she was filming it. Later on, we're going to see where they're on set in the bathroom, and Sydney busts in on her, and she's like, "Hey, what's up with all this stuff?" She was really about to start messing with Sydney and kind of got busted. I'm not sure if that was on intentional or not, since they didn't really do it. I think there's even at some point like some storyboards to go with it. Now, Parker Posey, Dominique, we got Parker Posey here in that power suit. I love that green power suit. And then, oh my god, what's his name? Stone, the dude from Emperor's New Groove, Krunk. What's his name? I love that guy. Putty from Seinfeld. The celebrity guard, and I love that nickname calling him Dewdrop. I hate that he was so condescending, but I get it because Dewey wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't the best at his job. My man's got heart. My man, and you can't teach that. But the guy's a walking, just practice dummy for the killers. I love you, Dewey. R.I.P. to King. Fictional though. But the Parker Posey, I think, is just wonderful in this role. She plays such a good brat. I mean, and who Gail Weathers thinks she is? Like, she ain't sassy like that. God, that hair. And I don't know about Dewdrop's slick back hair like that. I don't know. I don't like it. Or was his hair always like that? I like that stash that he's got going on. Maybe I'll trim mine up like that. But this dude, like, it's just I feel bad for Dewey all the time. I do. He just wants to feel like he's good at something, and people are always berating him, like, he got the name Dewey, he said, because people didn't take him serious. He gets here, and Stone's calling him a Hollywood hanger-oner. I was like, oh my god, my guy's got feelings. He may not walk like it because of his limp. Severed nerve. This is oh man, I like this dude right here when he's like telling her about he didn't like her reporting of his car accident. He's like, "Oh, I better go out to the lot, make sure no one messed with your brakes." I like that because it's a slight red herring, but not too much. With Warburton, I love that's his name, Warburton. I love him. He's such a great actor. And so the character of Stone, played by I'm saying Warburton wrong. I'm gonna say it all correct, incorrect all night, but excuse me. The character was originally kind of auditioned from Stone Cold Steve Austin. If anybody knows WWE or back in the day WWF, yeah, Stone Cold was a big deal. He almost got the role of Stone. How fitting. I like that part. He's like, "Do you see a camera?" "Oh yeah, you gave me this purse." And like, and she's like, it's like a habit. She's like a kleptomaniac. They can't help it. They just do it. And here we go. And what's his name? Lance Henriksen? Horror movie legend. What was he, an alien? Near Dark? I like that dude. I hope I'm talking about the right guy. I hate when I do that with such confidence and then I'm not right. And here we go. Stab 3. 1 second. I'm going to quick pause with a 19-minute. They're doing the tour, and here's Jay and Silent Bob. And not just Jay and Silent Bob. In the background, you're going to see Mr. Wes Craven as a tourist in his hat looking around. You got to love Wes. And Jay and Silent Bob. Funny enough, later on, Jay and Silent Bob, their movie Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, they do a little Scream spoof, and they have what's her name? Shannon Doherty, rest in peace. They have her in there. They have like a ghost face. It's pretty funny, I guess. There's Sydney's dad. I like him. Poor guy. I want to know what he did for a living. Excuse me. He's like Mr. McAllister in Home Alone. Mr. Ballin. Not that Mr. Ballin, but just balling out of control. Have all that. What a nice house in Scream. But damn, dude, this guy's had a hell of a life too. We always talk about like poor Sid. Hell, man, this guy got messed up. His daughter's life was in jeopardy after his wife just got brutally killed. Like this guy's been through some shit, but he's holding together well. He could have been like Roy from Friday the 13th Part 5. I hope that was right. No, okay. Yo. Oh my god. This is like the scariest part of the movie, starting at 20 minutes and 46 seconds. We have the picture of Sydney and her mom, and she's chilling on the couch. I love sleeping on the couch. And here, like her dead mom, like it's a dream. And this is like, I like this paranormal aspect because it's not normally Scream, but hey, bend the rules, and this is scary. She's out in the middle of nowhere. We're used to a ghost face killer, not the dead walking around in that weird green mist, that bluish mist, and she has like that dead green hue on her skin. Oh my god, that blue mist is awesome. And then she's just outside the window. Oh, when she does that stare, holy shit. And then she just sees her outside the window. That is scary as hell. Jesus. That music sounds like it's from The Matrix. But that's scary as hell. I mean, it's kind of cheap because it's a dream sequence, but I'll let it slide because that's scary as hell. However, this is a movie like I fall asleep to Scream too. I'll fall asleep to certain movies like Tremors. I like it. It's comforting movies. I can watch this, but if I'm accidentally kind of awake for this part, oh my god, the nightmares I will have, they ain't pretty. Oh, but it's just Ghostface. That guard dog sucks. I mean, granted, it was in her head, but still, man, you got to feel the room. What's the dog's name? Certainly not Nanook. Nanook would have handled business. You ain't no Nanook. And this, yeah, here's Sarah Darling. Now, this is a jab at Sarah Michelle Gellar. I thought she was a sweeter person, but apparently, and I still don't know that. But apparently on Scream 2, the set there, she wasn't the most pleasant. And they weren't too fond of working with her, apparently. So this whole Sarah Darling character and like little attitude and sassy stuff that she had was kind of a poking fun at Sarah Michelle Gellar. Which is too bad because I love her, man. Buffy for life. The queen of Sunnydale. I love it. Jenny McCarthy, like, here is where I enjoy it, especially if we knew on rewatch we know that there's only one killer. But this is like damn impossible. I give these movies a lot of lacks, but here, not only is he doing the calling, but now he just happens to be in the one spot she decides to hide in. Come the on. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And was like just Roman calling with his real voice here. And I always say this too, like this is like his first movie, I guess, but like just the length he went to just to get revenge, like shit, man, there's easier ways. Your movie would have sucked anyways, dude. But I am excited to see him back in part 7 since he signed on. I think, though, that people are getting too worked up about Matthew Lillard and Scott Foley signing back on. I don't think it's going to be the roles that we all anticipate, the big scene-stealing moments that we think we're going to get. I don't think it's going to be that way, but fingers crossed. Dominique, I wish the scene was more. Oh, dude, like nothing. I'm with you. Nothing will ever compare to that Gale chase. Like, and you're right. That's why Scream 6 went really hard with the chase scenes there, because like that should be classic Scream. Like 1 and 2, wow. Gale's was just, I don't know. That's just beautiful choreography and just nailing it. Beautiful execution. This, you're right. I don't mind it being drawn out, but like just it's just very cheap. But however, they really couldn't do too much gore and stuff because they didn't want too much portraying violence in a horror movie because of Columbine. Which, we've got to be sensitive. I understand, but it's a horror movie. These are fictional characters. If you know what that's from, you're cool. Oh, and Carol, good luck with your running. Have a good night. But I never got that because I've been trying to watch Vertigo, and she said like the shower thing. How come in the shower? It's all been done. Hello, Vertigo. Does she mean Psycho? Please, like I was watching Vertigo. I haven't finished it yet, but like Psycho's the one known for that shower scene. I don't get it. Funny part here too is like she was complaining about being 35 and playing a 21-year-old. She was in fact 27, playing a 35, playing a 21-year-old. This frustration here when she's saying, "Has there been another goddamn rewrite?" This was true frustration because there were so many leaks at the time too that they were worried about that. And then the other part too was that take it back. I don't think it was the leaks. It was more Aaron Kruger was not doing too well. So they were like on a daily basis have new scripts, and they were like, this script is constantly changing. How can we do our jobs? And the frustration I think was kind of shown there. Maybe Wes put that in there. Dominic, I'm reading that she does, but it's supposed to show her stupidness. Yeah. Ah, shit. I'm sorry, Dominic. I totally get caught up every time because of this. Like, you happen to be in that rack after you made the call. Come on, bro. Like that's I don't know, it annoys the hell out of me. Excuse me. Yeah. I remember back in the day they had like the Scream 3 website. That's just how old I am. And like it was like the Sunrise Studio. It was pretty cool. If you watch the What If video, Dominic, you're a Creed fan. The What If video is pretty cool because they got David Arquette at the beginning. Ghostface is shooting the members of Creed. It's pretty cool, kind of scary. And then here we go. It's a cool scene on paper, and if you just turn off your mind, it's a cool scene. See the knife popping out and him stepping out. If you jumped, tell 5 more friends to subscribe. But this is still pretty cool. But Dominic, you're right. They should have had it drawn out more. That was funny though. When she got the prop and it was all wiggly, that was pretty funny. But going back to the violence anomaly, they couldn't put any real gore in there because it's the least goriest of the Scream franchise. Also, because of the teen violence of Columbine, there wasn't any teenagers in this one, really. Because Scream 1, they were just teenagers doing the attacks against other teenagers. 2, they're kind of in their teens, but they're in college. But here they're like, no, we're just going to go to Hollywood. It's all adults, all the thespians, the actors are going to be taken out. I said thespians, okay, y'all? Thez. Oh, this is great. At the 28 minutes, 30-second mark, they are enjoying. Okay, they're not enjoying it. Dewey and Gail are going at it as they usually do. And when she's like disgusted that he's here in LA, and she's like, "You said you never leave Woodsboro. The place is only real." When she mocks him, and his face, like he looks so angry, like almost like bitten. Like this is Arquette is an underrated actor. I never appreciate those little like things like that. The first time I saw Scream, I thought the guy was on meth and I thought he was too squirrely. Now I really appreciate all of those little like micro gestures that he does. They're wonderful. And Gail, it's funny because like it's annoying but admirable at the same time. Like every movie, I'm gonna change. In the next movie, she's doing the same Gail shit. Like it's never changed. And let's see if she finally gets killed off in Scream 7. I don't know. Like I was kind of hoping she was going to be off in part 6 just because you can't keep having these legacy characters around the whole time. You're kind of cheapening the franchise a little bit. A little bit. I'm not going to badmouth Scream that much because I love it. I love it. See, thank you, Athena. But we'll see if she goes this time. We'll see. It would be really cool and shocking if they did it like as the opening kill, but I highly doubt they would do that. I think they are still reeling over killing off Randy too soon. Like in Scream 2, we're all like, what the F, mate? Why did you kill off probably the best thing that we all love Randy so much? He introduced the unspoken rules that we all kind of thought and felt. He said it out loud in a just iconic moment, and you killed him. Nicole, exactly. R.I.P. King. You a real one, dog. But taken out too early and don't know why. They were trying to find a way to revive him, but they were just like, it's too outlandish. We guffed up. Best we can do is his little, tribute that he had, which I thought was really scary, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Right now, we are at the 30-minute mark, almost 31-minute mark. And what's her face? Parker Posey is freaked out because she finds out that the pecking order is, she's lined up to be next killed. Sarah Darling, just died. And when she jumps into his arms, well, first of all, she's just having that cigarette. Like, I'll ever get an award playing you. Like, her enunciation for this. You. Like, I'm ever going to play an award. Oh, win an award. Damn it, Gilbert. Line. I got to work better on my memorization for my lines. And what is she wearing? I love her hair. And I love those hot pants that she's wearing. Her hair's so cute, though. It's funny. but this is interesting because like somebody pointed out too, like technically Sarah Darling was like the third kill already because Cotton died and his girlfriend, so that's two deaths already. Then Sarah Darling dying, there she goes. She jumps into his arms like that. I'm gonna do that to somebody. That's so yeah, and so I like this. This is pretty cool that he's got the trailer there, and and he was in a trailer in part 5 as well. And you gotta feel bad for the guy because then she comes back around, gives him hope again. Oh well, we'll be together again, and then she leaves him again. Then he dies trying to answer her call. Poor Dewdrop. And then right here, he gets emotionally eviscerated by Stone, man. Just because you rock doesn't mean you have to be made out of stone, bro. Dewdrop's got feelings. Oh no, I thought he said another name for his celebrity guard list. He just said he's not good as a cop. Jesus. He's a big dude too. I like those glasses. Nice suit too. Nice coat. These pictures of Marine's mom. Oh, okay. So 1 second here. I love their dialogue here talking about the old killer playing with the cops routine. Very Hannibal Lecter, very Seven. And like, doesn't the killer come after the cops in those movies? Excuse me. And they say usually one cop makes it and one cop doesn't. Now, initially, Patrick Dempsey, they didn't know what the hell to do with him. They didn't know if they were going to kill him off at the end. They didn't know if Loverboy here was, well, at some point they realized he wasn't around. So like, holy crap, what happened? His character just kind of disappeared. Bring him back, and is he going to die or not? And then it's a bummer that he's not going to be in part 7 as Mark Kincaid. We've got, what's his face? Joel something. I forgot his name. But yeah, it's not even going to be McDreamy here for part 7. And he was a great red herring. Like, this dude was hired on one day before they began filming. So he had to learn a lot of this shit real fast. He a real one for that. Honestly, a lot of respect for learning that much on, such a short time frame. And now there's Scott Foley, his film debut. And we have Parker in another power suit. This guy. He's saying, I'm about to turn 30. Man, shut up, man. Saying like that's old just because I'm old. Oh, God, I'm old. So I see that as an insult. Him saying, oh, I'm 30, bro. Still a baby. And there's a Detective Wallace again. This is the part where you come with us. Like, the guy is a menace. Would have been cool maybe to see him as the killer, I guess. Oh, Dominic, that's it. Dominic, awesome. Thank you so much. Joel McHale. I like Joel McHale. I've always said this. I've always felt that comedic actors are wonderful in horror roles. In horror movies, they just shine. Don't know what it is. They're fantastic. And Joel McHale, I would not mind him as that, but they should have got McDreamy back. Babies! They're babies! TMNT 2, Secret of the Ooze. Another, sequel I like, but should have been darker and grittier. Like Scream 3, should have been darker and grittier. And like, for instance, raise your hand if you believe that this is ridiculous, that he got the vocals of their dead mother, and he just has her voice. And first of all, how would you even know? Oh, wait a minute, he did see her, I guess. And then, when he slammed the door in that bratty face of his, because Roman's a bitch. I'm sorry, YouTube, please don't, flag me for that. But I hate Roman, dude. She was right, crybaby ass. And I don't give him, they messed up by making him the soul killer, because I don't believe it. And even just This movie was originally to be the end of Scream. It was. They try to tie it up, but still, how are you going to go the sibling route? That's garbage. If I can believe, okay, Dominic, that's. I guess yeah. Let's do that. We'll play into that world, and absolutely, that's a great theory. I like that. I like that a lot because yeah, I mean, you're right in that world. If that technology exists, why can't he do that a little bit more? You're right. That's in Scream 3 world that works, and I like to do that because if you're watching the movie, like I said earlier, you got to watch it through whatever lens they're giving us. This is a pretty messed up lens that they've given us, but it's still fun. On rewatch, you can certainly see why it's the lowest scoring, but god damn, it's so much fun. Like this is a beautiful shot over LA and the and Parker's house. And I love this element here. It's just right at the peak where it got dark and he's doing a patrol. I like this. This is a scary movie element. This shit reminds me of like Friday the 13th, being outside while it's dark and something's hunting you a little bit. It's just wonderful. That's old school scares. Here as well at the rap party where they're all drunk and sad and about the movie probably being called off. If you pay attention, you'll see that Angelina is kind of getting her red herring on. She's acting a little suspicious, if you will, a little too wrath. And supposedly, like she was the one that turned on the gas and gets mercy. Whoever smells the gas. Oh gosh, this part really is horrendous as well. Like I don't know if this was Aaron Kruger writing that shit and thought, damn, the shit is fire. And we're outside. And, oh my god, the fax machine. The fax machine. Oh, they're gonna love this. Everybody in the audience were like, boo. Not funny. Because it sucked. It was really just bad. I remember watching the trailer and I was like, what's that big ass fire going on? And you see the movie and what's happened, and you're like, that is just, come on, man. Aaron. And it sucks because the dude, again, he wasn't familiar with the first two movies. How are you going to write this? Yeah, man. I mean, I guess retrospect, it's it is what it is. No regrets. No regrets. This is why, oh my God. This is why you watch movies with captions on. Because with the captions on, you get a little bit more of the dialogue that you might have missed. And she, oh my God. She went to town on her, calling narcissistic, psycho, and then, dude drops defending her a little bit because he still loves her. 1 second here. Jesus. And yeah, that's why, I mean, anyone else here watch movies with captions on? I like it. Hey, dude, drop. We got your girlfriend out here. Slinking around the yard. That's a funny word. I like words like that. Slinking. Oh yeah, it's his fault. A bedroom that you were awfully comfortable in. He ain't your property, Miss Weathers. You left him in Woodsboro to go be the next Barbara Walters when all he wanted was Gail Weathers. How dare you, Gail? How dare you? I don't know why I went off on that tangent. See, oh yeah, thank you. I think you agreed with me, but damn it. And then we got, oh. This part is funny. It's very reminiscent of Clue, where they're all running around like, ah, ah. I mean, I was watching that movie the other day, and I love that tension and that nervousness, but it's playful. This part right here, and the music just accentuates it perfectly, where it's like he's about to draw his gun, and like, ah, 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 and it's just so good, the reaction and the music just punching it in there. That's a good musical score. Great job. I love every musical score of oh wait a minute. I don't know about part 4. It's been a while since I paid attention to the musical score of part 4. I'll have to do that next time. Now, this is I don't know what you're thinking as a writer, but again, they said that that deed was sometimes the day of writing shit for them, and it's evident, it's clear, that that's the route that they went. And this movie could have been better, but no. And this is stuff like nightmares in my mind. The scenarios where trailer, you're outside of someone else's house, and you shouldn't be in immediate danger. You shouldn't be. And yet there's just that element that something's going to happen, but when? Excuse me. And we think that he's talking to Dewdrop and just giving him the verbal lashing as he normally does, and all of a sudden Ghostface is like angry. And after Stone makes that joke, he's like, "Oh, maybe there's a Ghostface in here waiting to off you like he did your little sister." Dude, I'm glad that he beats your ass for that. That was uncalled for. Making fun of Tatum's fine dead ass now. That ain't right. He hits see, this is very cartoonish. He busted him over the head. I mean, this looks like like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. I mean, at least Stone still put up a fight. Here we go. They're about to start jumping. And those leather pants, those red leather pants, I just imagine like a stink to him. Oh, so the door's open. That's when he draws his gun. Here we go. He's saying for all the names and then pop. One more. Very Clue-like. I need to do a live watch of that one too. That movie's so much fun. Any Clue fans out there? Oh man. And Dewdrop is now shocked to see his buddy Stone. Oh man, Stone got carved up. Well, I guess not carved up, but damn it, beat down. Interesting. Never noticed that knife in his back, just like Dewey had in part 1. Wonder if that was like an homage or like a connection there, suffer the same fate as Dewey. At least Dewey survived, Stone, you jerk. And I guess this part wouldn't have been awful. Like this is fun. This is a lot of fun. Lights go out. Oh shit! Go out there to the beautiful view while there's a killer running amok. This is fun. But now we have to say the fax machine. A fax machine. I mean, oh my god, that's going to be the form of communication that's going to get everybody. Yeah, Aaron messed up. And did he already? I guess he's a director, so he's pretty familiar with screenwriting, but he had it already formatted out, and sending it to him. Is he doing this real time, or did he have them prepped somewhere? Athena, yes. Oh my goodness, Clue. And when I watch it, no, I always have to watch it with all 3 endings. I don't like to do random. I like all 3 endings. It's so much fun. That musical score is great because it's just so lighthearted and just mischievously playful. It's so much fun. Here we go. And the killer will give mercy to whoever. Oh, convenient lighter here, bro. Hell yeah. Smells the cat. Awful. Oh my goodness, that's awful, my friends. Now this is funny. Captions on, my friends. I think it's Parker jumping down. She's like, one second, here comes a line. I can't stop rolling down the hill. I never heard it audible before, but the captions told me that she said that on her roll down. This is another one, man. I know the other. Does anyone believe or have read about the ghost faced robe theory that basically has magical powers? I guess in the Scream universe, that's kind of the thing, is that the robe has special powers. That's why they can take the ass beatings, the gun shootings, the stabbings. They can do all that apparently. Like he just laid into him, and the Dewey falls again. Like Why does this guy have two left feet and just always making my man just the butt of the jokes? Dominique, yes, that's it. I can't stop falling down the hill. Oh, this is a fun fact right here, too. We are approaching the 47-minute mark. In the previous two movies, around the 47-minute mark, Gale Weathers normally enjoys a nice knuckle sandwich at that time. Around that time, yeah, 47 minutes. Now, in this part, she punches the fake Gale, which I thought pretty clever. Pretty clever. That's got to be the King Wes Craven's doing, but that's pretty. I like that. I got to go check the other movies now to make sure those timestamps are right. If they're not right, somebody else made those up. If it is right, I am a genius. Who gave you a place to stay? Who are you supposed to be protecting? Bam! Dewey went Dan. Oh shit! Damn, Gale, super bitch. You are so cool. I like that her retort is my lawyer like that. Like she didn't just commit assault first. Come on, woman. Now, here is the red herring as Angelina comes stumbling out of nowhere. That was supposed to be like another indication that Angelina is in on the killing. I swear, I wish they didn't. I don't know why they abandoned that. When I get to heaven with Wes Craven, he's going to show me how he would have directed part 6 through 12. And then I want to know why he took that part out of the movie. I wonder if he had final cut. Final cut. I hated that line, but this was fun though. Seeing that picture for the first time saying, I killed her, I was like, what? I thought Billy and Stu killed her. Now, my friends, I'm going to go back to that again, where originally Stu was supposed to be orchestrating Ghostface attacks on students, eventually targeting Sydney as well. But they scrapped it because of the Columbine incident. And so, yeah, that would have been really cool to do, have a weird mystery like that. Instead, they went with the lost sibling. Now, take it back what I said earlier about why they cut it out, about Angelina being the killer. Apparently, it was supposed to be Roman's choice for Angelina was supposed to be more incestuous, seeing as she resembled his sister. And so he kind of wanted to, bone his sister, Star Wars style. Like, oh, I didn't really know, but you knew. Yeah, that's not a really good analogy. But bottom line is, Roman wanted to bone his sister, so he hired a lookalike, cast her, Angelina, as, his sister now. And the studios were like, what the Wes? No, we ain't doing that. But sucks because then we took away the second killer. That was a funny ass line too. When they're talking about like threatening one another. It's like, I'm gonna rewind it because I want to see that part. Talking about threatening each other. And Stewie's just delivery is so good. Did I say Stewie? Dewey. Do you want to have the conversation with the polygraph? Is that a threat, detective? When it's a threat? Don't know it. Was that a threat? I wish they didn't show that in the commercial because it would have been just better to see it play out. But was that a threat? And then later on, I think we did that earlier. I think we established Kincaid as a red herring when he was like, oh, can I see your phone, Dewey? And 50 minutes in, okay, yeah, we'll say 50. At the 50-minute mark, finally, she's reunited with her friends. And it feels so good. But no, not really, because it's like 50 minutes, she's finally there. But I don't know if she had like a scheduling conflict. But yeah, we needed more Sydney in this. Especially if we thought this was going to be the send-off. I don't think she has a lot of like screen time here. So honestly, excuse me, my friends, up until this point, Do you see any indications that it could be a soul killer? I mean, ah, especially since the first two movies already peppered us in that there's two killers all the time. And I do applaud that. That is one of the highlights. Is they're good red herrings. I enjoy Kincaid as a red herring. Wallace, even then. I think originally too, I think they said that like even Mr. Prescott, Sydney's father, might have been a suspect as well, but I think they scratched that. They scratched out every idea for this movie, except for the bad ones. They went with that. Like Courtney's hair. Who greenlit that? Again, another one where do you have the in your memory? And he's like trying to recall it. She's like, your phone memory. Poor Dewey, man. And I swear, every time I see Maureen Prescott, I get freaked out. I don't know why, but I do. And this was a fun going kind of back to the original with the who done it, the figuring out who the killer is aspect of it. This was fun because like look at all these old, plots, these movie sets behind us, and they're echoing what's going on now. What's this dark secret? I mean, this was fun. And I can't even say it crumbles at the end. It's just I don't like again, I don't like Roman. Excuse me. Okay, and how many were sad just seeing Randy again? So I think we're coming up on Meeks's Randy Meeks's sister. What's her name? I forgot her name. It's coming up anyways right now, but and there we go. Kincaid takes off for a little bit, and then wow. And still feels cheap. I mean, we should have had Randy still. We should have had Randy still. Instead, we get this cheap, just homage to him, and just it. So this part, I'm not sure if I made a video about this or not. If I touched on it on another video, but this is really dark to me. This is really dark to me because he knew he was gonna die. Making that video. This shit scares me because, yeah, and then you see that outfit because what was that outfit? I think that was like after the initial like press conference in Scream 2, seeing that maroon shirt because that's when he did his Cockney accent that was out of nowhere. But I think that's the same attire. So I mean he didn't die in that outfit. But you see that attire, it's kind of sad because he saw what was going on and was like, I'm gonna make this tape because there's a good chance I'm gonna die. I applaud the writer for that. That's pretty cool. And he said that too, I'm leaving my legacy. But what kills me at the end is when he's like, for some of you, I'll be seeing you. That's scary as hell, man. And the rejuvenation of the rules as well. We're talking about, what does he say? The trilogy. And it's, I think it's from like here on out. The main star can die, so that trope kind of got old. Like we know that at this point. The movie goes past 3. Of course, the main character can be killed unless you're Gail Weather. I guess she's technically not the main character, but still. I mean, no, I guess you can't. It's like if you can bring back Matthew Lillard and what's his face Roman for Scream 7, maybe we'll get an announcement soon saying Jamie Kennedy signed on. What do you think? That would be. Why not? Go crazy. I don't care at this point. It's part 7. I wouldn't be surprised if they show their asses in space. Ghostface in space. You heard it. Ad Review called it first. Now, Randy. I don't like that trailer they're in too. That stupid wood panel on the walls. My grandma's house back in the day before they got it renovated had those wood panel things. God, I hated it. Every time I see it, I get disgusted. I hate those freaking walls. But his video, man, and yep, some of you, I'll see you soon. That's a messed up thing to say to somebody, I think. Because the rules say some of you ain't gonna make it. I didn't. Well, you dork. You should have had your back turned to a freaking van. You know strangers have candy in there. Come on, man. And she was efficient. I forgot that actress's name, but can anybody tell me where else she was in? She got sliced up pretty good in a movie called Hostel 2. She was so in love with the setting of everything and went with her beloved and then got sliced up bad. I mean, that scene was I think she's naked in there. She was naked and just getting, ooh. And that lady was all taking a bath. Now, earlier, this was what I was talking about. Gail is trying to break into the archives, and then her shadow pops up. Bizarro Gail, just weirdo Posey shows up, and she's shoves her out of the way because Gail's still alpha. She run that shit, and then she's like, "Don't tell me what to do." And then too, we have Carrie Fisher coming up, Princess Leia. When she calls her out, she's like, for stage names, she's like, "Oh, you should be talking Judy Jurgenstein or whatever." Her face. And yeah, I like the comedy in this one. It's a little bit more lathered on, but it's fun. It's Scream 3 definitely is its own entity. Gail Weathers would find a way. She shows her. Bitch. Don't tell me what to do. How can you not like Parker Posey in this? She's so fantastic. Like her energy is just off. I'm not going to compare her to Matthew Lillard, but her energy, especially when she's attacking the producer later on, you're obsessed with her daughter. Like she. Now I do like this. This is fun as well. With Carrie Fisher. This is before Star Wars really got revived. This is 2000. I'm not sure what Miss Fisher was doing at the time, but I don't think anybody really expected her here. And that little joke that she didn't get the part because Carrie Fisher, slept with George Lucas. Very interesting considering all the allegations at Miramax. So this movie, as lighthearted as it is, it's extremely dark considering the real life circumstances of Weinstein and everything. Just it does this is one of those movies where you still get kind of a yucky feeling, not because of the actual script, because of the implications. No, but for what really happened. She's like, what did he reported for? What did she call it? Woodsboro High, $50. Yeah, see, and that's why I like that. This is why, my friends, I like Scream 3 because it's playful. Scream 1, oh yeah, of course Scream had great laughs. This is just so over the top. I don't mind it. It's almost like Friday the 13th Part 5. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But that energy is so unmatched, you can't rival it. And this is very fascinating because you see, oh, Tom Cruise, Jennifer Aniston, those aren't their real names, dog. And so it's your stage name. Judy Jurgenstern. Dominic, there it is. It just happened. And we're about to hit the minute mark, and Milton. Milton's heyday, Josh Milton. Oh, I've been calling him Harvey the whole time. We knew it was Milton. Give me a break, okay? Just give me a break. And there's Dewey again. Oh, man. It ain't a movie unless Dewdrop is bleeding. Now, this part is very interesting. So we're at the hour mark, and this is where, Angelina, yes, this is a great red herring. It would have been so much better to rewatch if they kept her as the killer. And I do enjoy this whole aspect. I like her accidentally stumbling onto the set of where all this trauma happened. This is cool. This is a great highlight of Scream 3. Despite people not liking it that much, it still has great highlights. This is definitely a part of it. And that little like reverse, like you saw the boots go up on top, like that was nice. But Sydney's a mother fighter now, dog. She got that pepper spray going, and Angelina was about to have a face full. But she put on the sweet act, you know. But I'm like, nah, nah, dog. You a predator posing as a house pet. I know that routine. And it would have been better. So yeah, that's why she had the mask. Like, oh, I got caught. it's. I made a video about it. I might have to redo it again because yeah, I want to talk about like I think it just would have been so much better. You don't even have to make this movie that much gorier. It's okay. I never even really noticed. I mean, would you say that you watch Scream for the gore? No, you watch it for the characters, and that's suspense because we're invested in them. Not necessarily like the. I mean, I like some of the outlandish kills, but when like Tatum's getting sucked up into the garage, whatever, I'll let it live. This I didn't mind not seeing a lot of gore. I don't need that. But what I do need is don't fool me. Don't don't feed me bullshit. Okay, don't bullshit a shitter. Bullshitter. Because you can't. You still cannot convince me that he was able to do all those things. It was like ridiculous in Scream 4. Who remembers this part where baby what's his face? Rory Culkin, Macaulay Culkin's younger brother, whatever. Oh, hello, mother. All these movies are scary BS. You're right. Life is scary BS too. At least this I can turn off. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Okay. I ignore everything I just said. We're about to hit the woods or Sydney's house in her face again, revisiting the home. Oh, damn it. I guess is that Stu's house in the background. But just the attention to detail has got to be a killer. Something, I mean, like you're almost killed in all these spots. A lot of your friends were killed and then it followed you, and it's still following you. Holy shit, burn these houses down. Nice stained glass window, though. Yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, I forgot. I don't know why I never noticed that that was Stu's house she walked out of. So I love this. I love this setup. I like what they were doing. But when you have one killer that's all of a sudden laying down as Sydney's dead mom under the sheet and then rising up, you can only plot hole me so much. I can only give you so much leniency. Well, mother, yeah, she did move out of the neighborhood, but you walked on set and yeah, you don't want to see this. Like it even says Sid's room, hot set. Definitely not something you want to walk into again. I love the color though. We have more of that blue hue that I'm in love with. There's Dominique. If you're still around, there's that Creed poster. At like the 1 hour, 3 minute, like 30-second mark, we saw Creed. Holla holla. Creed, what a hot band at the time, and I love the resurgence. Would you settle for a PG-13 relationship? Like she's reliving those, teenage hanky panky days. Oh, see, this is what happened when you revisit the past. The ghost will come up and bite you in your ass, Miss Prescott. If you don't want your ass bitten by the past, you stay away from the past. Write that down. Damn, I'm hungry. I can hear my stomach going. I'm going to drown it out with sugar. I like this too. How the design's the same, so she can hook up her little barricade. But yeah, she's smart. Excuse me. So she has her defense there. Good. You don't have to fight a war on two fronts now. That's secured. You smart, girl. Man, see, that's why Sydney a baddie. But see, it's not even her fault, man. This is a good jump scare though, because I mean, it's coming. It's just a matter of when. So this is Wes Craven is such a master. This is coming. It still will get you to jump. And they're fighting over catering. I see some Cheetos around. Excuse me. Now this is nice. Excuse me. This is a highlight. Just like her house, and she peeks out in same way. Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. That is wonderful. The recreation of it, it's so cool. Scream 3 highlight right there. That's amazing. And this, when she yeets his ass off that floor. I love it. Here comes this goofy ass, and she's like, yoink! Fly, baby, fly! But you know, the bed saved him. But still, he looks stupid. I'd be more mad at that. Okay, so now, okay, my friends, he's down there. He's down there. At what point did he get back up there to throw his voice to be like, how? Sure. Roman is the director, probably knows that set like the back of his hand, probably designed it this way in case he had a showdown here. Perhaps. I don't know what I'm talking about here, and I'm sticking with my gut because that's bullshit. How did you get in there? Lay yourself down if there's only one killer. Somebody prove me wrong. And this is scary as hell. That's, oh my God, yeah. See my face drop? Because, yeah, you have the body bag, her corpse. Did she find her mom like that? My friends, Dominic, you have a lot of knowledge on this. Athena, anybody else? Did she discover her mother and call the police? I think she did, huh? She did say that, so I'm walking out. Yeah, Mom, that's what I'm saying. Because, like, normally, yeah, they normally do have two killers. And this was supposed to. I don't know why they took it out. But even part 6, spoilers, but part 6, yeah, with the 3 killers, I was assuming they were going to do 3 killers here. But they went with 1 for some reason, and it doesn't make sense in parts like this. It makes, like I said, the rewatch not as valuable and enjoyable because I just, my brain sticks to that part, and it shouldn't because you saw me. I was enjoying that the whole time. I knew that jump scare was coming, and I still love it. But the fact that you're saying that Roman's Superman, he can do all that, man. Roman, dude. This is nice too, showing the trauma kicking in, and them trying to correct her. It's cool because it shows how infuriating it is when someone tries to tell you to calm down like that. Like, this isn't what you meant. She's like, oh, the killer was in Woodsboro. Sydney, that's not Woodsboro. Okay, a-hole. Mr. Smarty Pants, you know what I meant. And this is funny when they're talking about stealing stuff, and Wallace looks at the black dude. He's like, don't look at me. I steal shit. Like, the cop's racist. No, but it was just a really funny little race joke there. And damn it, McDreamy got that good hair, baby. Shit, that's nice and thick. I envy that. And those glasses. But he looks like he got like 24/7 coffee breath, dude. I don't appreciate that. I think I'm just jealous because, like, he's a good-looking dude. Now, time to confront the producer. I'm still baffled that, Weinstein let this shit happen. I really am. So we are at the hour and 9-minute mark, my friends. So when they are in Milton's office, did anybody else want to jump off of that diving board he had right by his window? I don't know why. Maybe it's like the call of the void. But I see that diving board, and I see a body of water right there. Now, he's obviously like at least 15 floors up. That's probably instant death. But I see that diving board, and I have a fear of heights. It's something about it, man. Rena Reynolds? Who is Rena Reynolds? Uh-oh. And it's, oh my God, it's your birthday. Come on, that's from my Emperor's New Groove. Crunk, a.k.a. Stone. A.k.a. he did. And this Parker Posey right here is so much fun. She gets into her allegations, and she gets all heated, and they're like, settle down. Just take it back a notch. Shit. Oh, that was cool too. I like that part. Gale Weathers being the investigator when he's like, oh, I worked with a lot of actresses. And like, who said she was an actress? Good catch. That was funny. And so Gale, she really is, though. She's a nice little bloodhound. And you're obsessed with her daughter. Every time she does that. Oh my god. Does anybody wonder what Stab 2 was about or how that was? Because I mean, we saw Stab was, what happened to Sydney. Stab 3, it looks like they're just going off of their own thing there. And so what was Stab 2 about? Dominique? Yeah, I consider that as well. Because I mean, I don't think anyone's that big of a psycho, but it shows you how my brain is. I will fixate on that forever. It, Parker supremacy is correct, like big time. She is so fantastic. Like her anger was so good. And the fun part is like she's not even done yet. Like she gets better later on, like when she's being chased around. Now, okay. Woo! This is some dark shit right here at the hour 11-minute mark because it's basically saying, yeah, she was voluntarily, assaulted for roles. He's like, oh, things got out of hand. She knew what was happening. Like, that's like it is. It's hard for me to separate art from artists because you hear all these allegations and more has come out, especially not just the movie but music industry, all these things, and it's just like, wow, awful. And they addressed it. They were way ahead of their time, man. Can't believe Harvey let that happen. I mean, like you saw what happened to Stanley Kubrick with Eyes Wide Shut. They're like, we ain't doing that, fam. But for some reason, Harvey Weinstein with this movie was like, hell yeah, I still like this shit. I mean, what's the worst they could do to me? Bam, they got you, Harvey. But seriously, it's like it's very brazen to have this content out there, and that's the real horror of this movie. It's what's the dirty deeds that are going behind those doors for roles, and but still, we got Ghostface running around LA. That's fun. And McDreamy, I mean, we got anyone who remember his 80s work, like Loverboy? Wasn't that where he was like a pizza delivery boy doing all that stuff? I haven't seen that movie in decades, probably. And he addresses it too, like when people ask me, Gil, why do you like horror so much? I mean, I'll fall asleep to it because I know how scary real life is. It's awful out there. This, at least, I know is fake, and I can enjoy the adrenaline of the fear without being in real danger. Unless some of you are psychos. Leave me alone! But, and we're about to almost hit the third act. And I like this. Go, can arrest Goose? I'm going to go kill him or shoot him. Man, we'll see if you're about that life, McDreamy. Because I still think you're the killer. I'll say that because it was a pretty good red herring for this. I did kind of believe it. Almost. And this addresses something too, like, I have a past, we all have a past. And this is like, I thought my mom was a perfect mom. And, perfect family. I thought I had all this. And who would have known that this was going to happen, And we find out, like, this woman is ostracized in Woodsboro as being, like, the town mattress. And she's no Sharon Stone. But you learn what happened to her, and you're like, oh my God, like, you have a lot more empathy and sympathy for what that town did to her. All she wanted to do was chase her dream, fulfill what she wanted to do, and that town, yeah, they did what they did to her. She goes back, and despite wanting to, be normalized, that's, the abuse she suffered, that was her way of dealing with it. Poor thing, man. Man, Roman, get his ass, dude. And here's the other thing, is that they believe that maybe Milton was actually Roman's dad. Do you believe that? Anyone think that? Let me see here. 1 second here. My paranormal brother, what's up, dude? 1 second, I'm going to ask you all something. Do you think? 1 second here. I'm going to see if what y'all think about this. Let's see this right here. So, do you think that Milton was Roman's father? Good to see you, Paranormal. I got to get back. Hey, if you guys ever want some guest speaker on there again or a guest, I'd love to join y'all again. Oh, hell yeah. Good work, man. Hell yeah. I look forward to seeing you. I got to catch up on some episodes. This is my first live in months and stuff. I got to catch up, brother. Good to see you, man. So, again, what do y'all think, man? I'm thinking he probably was the father. Got it. Just, on rewatch and rewatch, you kind of put things together and awful things, though, man. But and I said that in my video addressing this, like, how did Roman find out about all this information? Like, I'm sure there's some chatty catties talking about it, but I don't think they're going to be talking about skeletons like that somewhere. But hey, eventually the truth will come out. Excuse me. We are at Milton's house. Does anybody recognize this house? This house was actually, I hate doing that. It reminds me of Oscar from The Office. This was actually the house. It was like the prep school in a Halloween H2O. And what a house this is. And it reminds me of the Batman Manor or the Batcave because you just have people building that shit and then going and talking and blabbing about it. Afterwards, so like the house like this, do they hide the blueprints? Because I mean, that's some badass stuff, like the hidden passageways. And I wonder how many houses have this. Not just the elites, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Referring back to Clue, if Theme is still there, or any fans of Clue, you see the secret passages. It's like, man, who designed that? Who built it? And then who's going to keep their mouth shut? Like, oh, I'm not going to tell you or let you know that they have these plans and how their house actually is. This is my other big issue here is with Roman's death. I mean, my friends, especially if you enjoy this movie, like, how do you honestly like? It doesn't bug you that like they checked his pulse, and everyone tries to say that like he did a technique where you can lower your heart rate and pulse. I've heard of that. I have. But I guess if you already have the voice modulator, what are you gonna do? Ivan, what's up, dude? Oh man, I should have put that on there. Ooh, that's a good one. Who had the worst haircut, my friends? Who had the worst haircut? Courtney or Josh Hartnett from H2O? I like that one. That's good. Oh, I just checked some of this real fast. I checked the poll, and I see some other people don't think that Roman's father wasn't Milton, huh? I still think he kind of was, me personally. Now, I do enjoy this because this is very reminiscent of Clue, walking around who's the killer. Um, but it just sucks knowing that Roman's doing all this running around by himself. It's just, it's impossible, man. No one's that good. Like, who's your favorite serial killer? And can he do all that? And I think this is where, here it is. Now we discover the technology that is allowing Ghostface to do all of this. Okay. Why would you leave it in the closet? Like, his house has so many other places. Why would you leave it? Maybe it's more accessible, perhaps, but put that phone on silent or something. Like, how are you gonna just leave it there? Can't tell me that's on purpose. Yeah. I never realized how this is almost, this is like Scream 1, where it's like the longest third act ever. It feels like we're not in the mansion that long, but we really are. We're in the mansion for about 40 minutes here at the end, which I don't mind. I like it when you have the third act in a solidified spot. Good, stay there. Don't take me everywhere else. Just stay here. Let the action happen here. Especially when you got a badass mansion. Looks like Stab 3 is back in production. I don't know why they do stuff like that. I mean, I guess it's for the audience to be like, hell yeah, it's back in production. Yeah, I love that line. Like, it's corny, man. Come on. I wonder how the actors feel when they have to say shit like that. Like, are you really making me say this? Shut the hell up, David, and say it. Jennifer. And here's where we find Roman playing dead. Ugh, Roman, you want to use. I'm gonna start doing that Joe Pesci cussing. And this is another cool element. We got a room full of props. We could have had a lot more fun like this, like what they were doing with Sarah Darling at the studio. They could have kind of done that here in the basement. Instead, we get the Scott Foley. So you're gonna tell me that he's in this coffin? He took the time to put on this. Slow your heart rate. Slow your heart rate. Okay, she sees. Okay, get back up. Get up there. Go, go, go. You're like, yeah, come on. How can you do this? I mean, am I asking too much here? That's ridiculous, man. And see, they found a secret passage. Killer's here. And then we find out that she got it on Milton and his old balls. Ooh. And she's calling them second-rate celebrities. How dare her? You were like touching old man balls with your mouth. And your movie didn't get made. And you're gonna get so her death right here, like, yeah, it wasn't. They also said that was gonna be like a almost like Billy, oh, you got me. Oh, you got me. I'm dead. I'm dead. Did they think we're dead? And then come back and, just take him by surprise. And it was supposed to be more ambiguous like that. To like, oh, is she still alive? I'm going to rewatch this again later with the commentary again because Wes did explain it. And it sucks. I would have preferred it. If you did the correct edit so that way it doesn't just seem like all of a sudden Roman popped up, or there's just two killers. It's just apparent. Ooh. It's just funny. Like the black dude gets stabbed, and then he's running guys. They go, "Oh, you motherfucker!" And then to be taken out in that manner, where he literally pulls the rug out from under him, and he cracks. Here it is. Oh, you motherfucker! And Parker found a sacred passageway. And so he's chasing him, and then he goes up to where Angelina is. Y'all folks, come on, man. Help it make sense. Gross. I don't like mine, dude. They gross. See, she's running down that amazing staircase, and then he pops back up. Has anybody seen what is it? Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon, where they show him doing his cardio. Like Roman's cardio must be insane to do all this. This is neat though, and very scary. Like the what is it? Like the two-way mirror there in the closet. This is cool. Turning the brain off and everything. No more thinking aside. That's pretty neat. But what if he shot, Parker? Huh. But still, a very, very fun scene. Not quite the like the chase scenes that we got in Scream 2, but still, this is a lot of fun. And just shows more of this house, man. Dominique, the old Gothic house scene is good with all the secret passages. Parker does have the best set piece. Yeah. But I mean, this is great. I say it over and over and over again, but the clue inspiration is nice here. Even if they don't admit it, it's there. This is nice, though. I like this part where, oof, right where they meet, Dewey and Gale talk, and Dewey just takes off, and then he grabs her. Great, that was a genuine scare the first time I saw it. Well timed, and that was a highlight. Good job. This part's fun too. When Gale and Roman go, and he's like, Scream 2, like, is he passed out? Is he not passed out? Only one way to find out. And Dewey comes in. And does anybody remember the original trailer where they did like the Glenn from The Walking Dead, where everyone thought Glenn was dead and everyone got pissed off? In the trailer, you see the knife like flying at Doofus's head, but in the in the movie, it just conks him real good. And the Dewey Decimal System here is about to get faked out. He's asking the right questions. I'm like, isn't that something the killer would say? Makes sense. Dewey, it's me. How do I know that? Like, that's why you have to have like a key, like a pass, and a challenge. You say something, they got to say something else. Especially the Doofus. So you smell like a man, Doofus. What the hell is that? My ass. Paranormal, you know what I'm talking about. I said, don't bother me while I'm cleaning my room. We have to have a live watch of that. Oh my god. See, here we go. I like this knife scene. It's silly and it goes with the tone of the movie. Now, you put that scene in like Scream 2, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't match up. This level of quirkiness, it's acceptable. It's fun. I like that. Nice scene. That's a nice shot. Not bad. And is it just me, or just like Scream 3 feel like, at least color wise, like more vibrant? Like more, I don't know, more alive with color than like the previous two. And then 4, someone like rubbed their bunghole with the camera lens and then film part 4. That looked like crap. Ugh. And see, now I like 5 a lot. 5 went back to, I don't know, a little bit of a. I like the daytime horror, but still, like the nighttime was good again. But this just seems all around more vibrant, which it does. It seems so. This movie just seems off, especially saying that this was going to be the third and last one. And you'll see it too on like the poster. Oh my god, I forgot the tagline. Somebody help me out with the tagline. Oh, Paranormal. You guys watched the Scary Movie, dude? Yeah, do you like Paranormal? I rewatched Scary Movie, and yeah, just the way they portray Doofus, and then at the end it's like a Kaiser Soze thing where he walks out like a pimp. Like, that was rad. I love it. And yeah, dude, that Scream 4 was it's just nonsense. And people now are like, oh, they're re-releasing it 4K, they cleaned it up. I'm like, I don't care. Professionally, who allowed that to happen? I remember when they said like Phantom Menace, Star Wars, episode 1, they said like the fear was like there's rumors that it was like 45% shot out of focus. I was like, no, Scream 4? I don't know what they were doing with that lens, man. Ugh. It lost points just for that. But yeah, Scary Movie and Scary Movie 2 were good spoofs. After that, I wasn't a big fan, but the whole Doofus thing, like, officer, like, Dewey gets no respect, man. He gets no respect. Poor guy. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a professional paranormal. I'm still figuring everything out. But like, when you're on set and you hire a director of photography, I'm pretty sure he knows what looks good. And you're watching the playbacks there. I don't know. I wasn't there. And now Sydney, I mean, and did you have to like throw it in our face that she's gonna grab the bulletproof vest? We know she's gonna do that. Jesus. Excuse me, gotta hit the Benjamin real fast. Okay, I'm good. Now we're headed for the showdown, and it's like, I think they said in every Scream movie, she at least like was like somewhere in the vicinity of the killer. And yeah, this movie they don't even meet until now. That's why, like watching this movie, when you see Roman just come out, like director and brother, I was like, whack. What? What? Like, I almost was like, half baked. I was like, boo, boo, this man. Get a life, Roman. Jesus. Homeboy took it too far. Jeez. Oh no, my mom didn't love me. Oh my god. I think my dad. Okay, he actually had a pretty decent reason now that I said that out loud. Shit, my bad, Roman. Still, I mean, you're just whiny, bro. I mean, I'm whiny, but that's real whiny. Shit. And shit, Jesus. Forgot that she walks up and poor homeboy's just laying there after being yeeted out of that window onto those. Oh my god. And this, I mean, I thought this was pretty smart of Ghostface leaving the metal detector. Yeah. See, I would have just had like another gun on the other side, fake him out. But it is interesting seeing the same house from Halloween H2O being used in a different, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I never noticed that when I first saw it, but now rewatching it, I'm like, oh man, that's a good house to use. Like how they use certain diners for certain movies. Like you'll see, like like the diner in Seven, they use that thing for everything. And this mansion, I want to say they used it for something else too. I'll have to look it up later. And like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Roman, did he practice at some point to get good at going around and tying people up? And because I'm sure Billy and Stu did some training, I think. And what's his face? From part two, Mickey, he was already doing his thing, so he already had practice. Was Rome Dog already getting ready for this? That evil Milton side of him? I think so. And does dude get punched again right here? I can't remember. I think he does. Oh no. She gets smacked. Damn. I thought he got punched too. Would have been more appropriate. And maybe give Gail a haircut. And yeah, at least yeah, blast his ass. Hell yeah. But have we not learned to go for the head? Sid, you literally did that in the past too. Why'd you stop? But I mean, I don't know why I asked that. It's a silly thing because I want to see more movie anyways. I do like that's one of my biggest peeves is people like, oh, I would have done that. I know, but then we wouldn't have more movie. So Gilbert, shut up. And that was nice right there. McDreamy showing up, like, wait a minute, where were you the whole time? And you just conveniently shut up after the other one just ate up 6 caps in his ass? And yeah, where's Wallace at? That look too, that's a great look. He did great in Thanksgiving. That's another movie where it's impossible to have one killer. That's another one. Another one. Same scenario, man. There's no way that girl was running from him, and then he went all the way back and laid down to look like the victim. Bullshit. And there's Ghostface. So, yeah, is there a second killer? First watching it, I was like, yeah, where's the second killer at? But no, it's Roman. Who can beat up cops now. Yeah, paranormal. I did say Thanksgiving. It's weird because some days I love it. Other times I'm like, what the hell is this? But they do have like that opening was vicious, and I love Tim Dillon. Tim Dillon's fantastic, and that whole part and the cat. The cat part was amazing. Damn, you got a Carver mask? Nice, bro. I do like that because I mean I'm all about creating icons. It's nice seeing Sam or Jason, Michael, Carver. That's a new thing. I'm all about building new shit. We can't just constantly talk about the 80s and 90s icons. We can use some new ones like art. We can use John Carver. Hell yeah, that's awesome, bro. I like it. And more clue, she found a secret passage. Hell yeah. Man, Milton was a dark motherfucker. Shut your mouth. It Jesus. That's fire though. That's fire. Nicole, and you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Kind of. Yeah, early 2000s, that's kind of fair. Because I do say that like after like Scream hit 96, it was just a different horror change for the better. Completely changed the landscape. And then they were in a lull for like the next 8 years. So I can see why they kind of blend together. They all had that style because they all wanted to make the same bucks that Scream showed you could make. And this is scary as shit. 1 hour, 36 minutes in, and walks out in the bloody the tarp. Oh, hell no. That's scary shit. If he just stayed like that, I think that would have mentally broke me more than seeing that bitch in a Ghostface mask again. I'm used to fighting that guy. You're in that bloody body bag? Oh. Oh shit, Paranormal. Are they making a part 2? Yeah, man, he could easily be an icon. He already kind of is, man, you know? But you're right, it'll make him bigger. Hell yeah. I look forward to a part 2. I forgot he got away, huh? I haven't heard anything new about it, so I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving too. And Roman, this is part's cool. I kind of like it. I kind of just because of like the old footage of like him checking out what's going on in Woodsboro. And he's like, oh, it has been confirmed. Nice. And then, come on, Roman Bridger, director. Shut up, man. Shut your hoe ass up. She said, I was Raina's child and Raina was dead. I can't get the hint. Man, shut up. Was this, do you guys think that maybe this was Milton's like, I'm sorry for making for the situation? I want to get you into directing because like otherwise to get to that status of like directing, you've got to have some good connections and money. So I wonder, but I don't know. It's still sour to me. I don't like this. That is my biggest complaint about this movie. I still have fun with it. Yes, my friends, I have fun with this movie. The old saying, there's no such thing as a Scream movie. There's no such thing as a bad Scream movie. There's not. There's no such thing as all those movies individually are fantastic. I love each and every Scream movie. Some not as much as others, like this one, but this still is not a bad horror movie. It's got its problems, but this is still fun. Now, do you all remember in the first Scream when she comes out of the closet and stabs Billy, and he's like, ah! She really missed the pad and stabbed an old wound of his. So his pain reaction was real. He was like, bitch, that hurt. That happened. Now, Mr. Ivan, have I ranked my favorite Scream from best to last? I have not yet officially, because it changes a lot. But I do. That is one I need to work on very, very soon. Shoot, I should probably do that before 7 comes out. But yeah, I need to work on that one. Unless I already did. Marijuana affects the memory. So with Scott Foley, you see later on when Sydney pops up and gives him a nice little shank, she missed again. Apparently, she really likes stabbing her co-stars in the third act for realsies. She's a method actress. She wants to show them that Sydney Prescott ain't playing. So she's 2 for she's 2 for 2 for shanking the killers at the end. And I hate this. I hate this part so much when I'll give you anything you want. I'll give you final cut. I already have it. Like, dude, that's like some Goosebumps. Are you afraid of the dark? Dialogue bullshit. That's I already have it. Come on, man. We're better than this. And this is funny how bad he breaks after she just calls him a crybaby. And this is and his siblings can relate. It probably still happens. I think me and my family, like my siblings, we got in a fist fight like that in 2012, bro, at a wedding. Shit happens still. You wild. And so seeing them like that, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of tame actually. Oh, hey, paranormal, you're right. Midnight Society, man, I've been applying, baby, That shit is funny. It's like, God damn it, everything I wanted. And she's like, why don't you shut your bitch ass up? You know how you kill people? Because you want to do it. He's going nuts. Fuck you! This is a good fight. I like it. I don't know who I was going for. Just because I want to see a little bit of spice, change it up. You know what I mean? Damn. Now, oh damn, oh shit, okay. So upon first viewing, I was like, damn, that would be cool if they did Sydney off in this one. That would have been kind of cool. Like, oh yo, not to say like I don't like her character, but just for the sake of like, ooh, punching your audience like that, if we felt that way about Randy, View and Scream with Sydney's death, oh shit. But like Kill Bill Volume 2, they said, yeah, she deserves to die, but somebody better, that woman deserves better warrior, better death than that. So we'll see what's in store for Scream 7. But Scott Foley coming back in Scream 7 is going to be interesting. What do you all think? I mean, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with it. This was a great fight right here. I enjoyed it. When he shocks himself right here, but how frustrating, man. Like you hear your friend getting the shit beat out of her, and you can't get in. You can't help her. That's Stu killing. Paranormal. I'm with you, man. I'm still wanting the Cult of Stu like you wouldn't believe. I'm going to make a video about that pretty soon because I've got the sick ass Matthew Lillard shirt. But I want to talk about the Cult of Stu regardless. But I don't think it's going to be that big of a role like we're imagining. Mr. Jose, what's up, man? Love all the Screams. Crazy how Scream 7 has a stat cast. Yeah. Bring back Stu and Roman. Wonder if it's going to be super meta and everyone playing their real life selves like New Night. Dude, that would be cool. I mean, what an homage to Wes Craven as well. Like, New Nightmare really set the precedence of what Wes Craven can do with self-awareness. So what a complete cycle for that shit, Time is a flat circle. What is that? Niche, shut the hell up. But no, for real. Like Paranormal, I agree. That would be super cool. That would be neat. I mean, I'm excited because isn't Williamson directing part 7? I think he is, isn't he? I think he is. So let's see what happens. I don't even know who's working on the script for 7. I haven't heard, but I know I'm excited for Williamson because I mean, who knows it better than the Roots? This is his beautiful gift to all of us. Like, fuck, I love you so much, Kevin Williamson, for this franchise. I mean, it's amazing. Even Scream 3. And right here on the real, he got Sydney. Oh shit! She pulled the reverse Uno card. He turned around and she put a Michael Myers on his ass. She popped up out of nowhere. Now she's hiding. But seriously, watch the reaction is coming up because she grabs that ice pick and she stabs him for real. I'd be so pissed. Like, I'd be like Tony Todd when he say like, for every bee sting I get like $1,000. I'd be like, I swear to God, if Nev stabs me for real, I get half her points. Or I get half her money. She's not stabbing me this time. Here it comes. Yeah, right here. 1 hour, 45 minutes into it. And I do like that. Well, I don't know if they did it in part 2 where like they get a phone call at the end. No. They didn't do as much phone work in part 2, I remember. Damn! Yeah, okay, I'm rewinding it. I was blabbing. I got to see his reaction again because he calls. He hears the phone. Shit. Oh my God. That reaction is very holy shit. Hey, Paranormal, always a pleasure. I'll chat with you later, man. Have a good one. Can't wait to see your new stuff, man. Holla, holla, holla. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, dude. Talk on Insta about it. I would love to, man. Let me know what's up, man. Much love, dude. And these guys are making their movie. Oh shit! Would that would that ice pick go through that vest? That bulletproof vest? Obviously, it did. And again, I flubbed it the first time I said it, but there's no such thing as a bad Scream movie. There's not. This was still fun. I think it was like unintentionally dark with all of its subtext and everything, but still a fun movie. I know a lot of people have it at the bottom of their list, and I I still might have it at the bottom of my list, unless like Scream 7 totally tanks it, or because don't I do have a lot of hate for Scream 4. It's still a good movie, still a fun, scary movie, but there's certain things about Scream 4 that again the lens itself. However, Scream 3, I still love you. I remember when I watched this movie in theaters, man. Oh my god. Oh yeah, this part, he comes back and I'm gonna kick your ass, Dewey. You said that? You can't effing kill me. And they finally said it. A headshot. Finally. Finally. But I mean, we gotta save it for the end, baby. And I think is Scream 4 or is this one the shortest Scream movie? Because I think this one's only what, an hour 56. So I know Scream 2 might be the longest, or is it Scream 6? I can't remember. Scream 2 is like 2 hours and 4 minutes. And these beautiful California hills. Where is she there? This would have been a sweet send-off, It would have been nice. These two get married, live happily ever after, even though we know that's not going to happen because Gail is a bitch in the best way possible. She's a hell of a hound dog, man. She always gets it. And I like how they show Sid at the end too. Like, I'm not afraid. I'm not going to lock my doors. I'm Sidney Prescott. I'm a baddie. Any ghost face they throw my way, I'm a bury them, dog. Get them body bags for them ghost face bastards. This ending is such a beautiful, poetic ending to her arc. Dominic, yeah, it was. And, I don't know. It was weird seeing her in part 4, like, survivor and author, but it didn't feel like Sid in part 4. Sure, she was more of like a kick-ass badass. She was confronting Ghostface more, but it was, I don't know. But this was, like you said, this was nice. Let her have her peace. But, hey, I want to see more Scream movies that's terrorize her. But, I want to think about it too, because now, Sid, she said before, she has her kids. It's her whole family. I mean, obviously, her whole family's going to be targeted. Shit. This is going to be wild. I'm excited for Scream 7. Scream 3, still fun. And I think this is around the time that, like, they got married. David Arquette and Courtney Cox. Because I remember in Friends, like, I think it was the first episode of season 6, all the cast had, like, Arquette at the end as a playful, congratulations to them. And I think in this movie, right here at the end credits, she has Courtney Cox Arquette for, like, the first time, I think. And this is very unscream-like to see this send-off. Like, this feels like an ending right here. Even though obviously we know it's not. We're on the 4th movie after this one came out. But that you see how even directing it wise, how Wes did that. That's like a hero's ending. Like, my journey's done. I don't need to lock this door. Okay, so 60%, yeah, we thought it was Milton, the father of Roman, but hey, maybe they'll address that in part 7. Part 7, Family Secrets. Okay, everyone. Well, the movie's about done. I want to say thank you all. Ivan, have a good night, man. Peace out. Everyone, thank you so much for watching with me. This was last minute. This is impromptu. Like I literally was about 4 o'clock my time, was like, I miss doing lives. I want to do this again. So if I seem nervous and off, I'm sorry, but thank you for watching this with me. This is a lot of fun, everybody. I think I'm gonna try to start doing these more like twice a week now because I enjoy this off the cuff. I mean, I like writing my scripts for the channel and doing my shows, but this is fun. This feels like more organic. And I get to have fun talking with everyone. So my horror movie fans, I mean, I hope that you got to pop in Scream 3 and watch along with me. Thank you all so much. I can't wait for the next one. I mean, let me know too. Go to the comments later on in this video and put down suggestions for the next movie night. Maybe Event Horizon, maybe Scream 4. Maybe we'll just continue the Scream series. But yeah, maybe like Event Horizon, or we'll find Serbian film. I'm kidding. Hell no. But I can't thank you all enough. I can't wait to do this soon. Smile Tiger, you guys all have a great night. Thank you so much. But thank you all so much. Have a good one.